Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. Today we're going to be flowing through a rather dynamic animal flow infusion vinyasa sequence. I am super excited. It's been a little while. So yeah, get ready. We're going to get started, and don't worry, I won't use the animal flow terminology that much, so it'll be quite easy to understand. We will repeat the animal flow part a few times and then weave it into a nice yoga sequence. So I hope you're excited. I am. We're going to get started in a child's pose. You can make your way there with the knees wide apart, big toes together. And we do not need any blocks for the practice, except for at some point we're going to be stepping the front leg through to the top of the mat. So if you want a block nearby, just in case you need a little extra help, it's always a good idea to have them there. If you know your body, you know you're all good, then you don't need them necessarily. All right, we're going to start in a child's pose. Meet me when you're ready, forehead down on the mat, and we'll immediately start to deepen the breath. So first taking a deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs with air completely. Exhale out through the mouth, let it all go. And again, deep breath in. Exhale, release. And let's slowly make our way into tabletop with a rounded back. And then inhale, arch the back, pull the hips to the heels. Exhale, round the spine, move forward. Inhale, arch the back, pull back. Exhale, round the spine, move forward. Let's stay here. Come into a neutral spine. Turn your fingers outwards, tuck the toes, and start to circle over wrists and knees in one direction. And in the other. Let's come back through center. Let's pivot the fingertips so they point towards your knees. And then again, cat and cow. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale to open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Protract your shoulders. Hold there. See if you can lift your knees to a hover. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's sit back on the heels. Inhale, reach the arms above your head. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Let's bring the backs of the hands together, fingers point down, and then pull your elbows down. Squeeze your hands into fists. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze as hard as you can for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to tabletop. Lift your knees to a hover. Let's lift the right foot and the left hand just 2 or 3 centimeters off the mat for 3, 2, 1. Release, switch sides. Lift your left foot, so just point the left toes, and your right hand for 3, really pushing out of that left shoulder. 2, and 1. Release. Sit back on your heels. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Interlace all 10 fingers. Press the palms out in front of you. Round your upper back. Tuck the tailbone. And then stand on your knees. Reach the arms up. Side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, release the hands down. We're coming back into our floating table. So tuck the toes, lift the knees. Lift your right foot. Now we're going to kick that right leg out to the left. Cactus your left arm. Here. Come back to floating table. Kick your left leg out to the right. Cactus your right arm. Come back to floating table. So we're just pivoting on that left foot, dropping the left heel, kicking right leg out, cactus your left arm, come back to floating table. Let's do that a few more times. If you're getting the hang of it, you can move a little faster, maybe even adding a hop so that the feet don't touch the mat at the same time. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Press the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow, and let's dangle side to side. 2 more breaths here. As you breathe out, release the fingertips down, halfway lift, inhale. Bend the knees, reach the arms forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arm forward. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit the hips on your heels, lean back, bring your knees down on the mat, stand on the knees, reach the arms up. Side bend to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Release the hands. Let's come into downward facing dog. Right leg rises, inhale. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. As you breathe out, right foot steps to the outside of the right hand. Drop your left knee, right arm reaches up towards the sky. As you breathe out, let's thread the needle. Right arm reaches underneath the left shoulder. Inhale to open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. Tuck the left toes. Straighten both legs, extended pyramid. 2 more breaths. And then let's walk both hands over to the left. Inhale, Prasarita. Exhale, fold forward. As you breathe in, halfway lift, reach your arms out to a T. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Hold for 3. And then let's make our way to a lunge facing the top of the mat. Step back, high plank. Lower halfway. Press up. And then your vinyasa of choice. Upward facing dog or cobra to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. As you breathe out, left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the needle for 3. Trying to bring that left shoulder as low to the mat as you can for 2. Moving with your breath, and 1. Inhale to open. Exhale, left hand comes underneath your left shoulder. Straighten both legs, extended pyramid pose. Squeezing navel in here, squeezing your left thigh. Now let's walk both hands over to the right. Turn your left toes in. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, Prasarita. As you breathe in, halfway lift. Reach your arms out to a T. Exhale, Skandasana to the right. Trying to lift your chest nice and high. And then let's move over to a lunge, top of the mat. Frame your left foot, high plank. Lower halfway. Press up, high plank. And then your vinyasa of choice. Back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, let's come high on the toes. Bend the knees, separate them wide. Now this is loaded beast. I'm going to mention this pose a few times. So it's like a child's pose, the knees hover. From here, let's straighten the legs again through downward facing dog. Round the spine, move forward. We're going to ripple into upward facing dog, keeping the toes tucked. Head is the last thing to lift. Exhale, chin into chest. Come all the way back to your loaded beast. Look forward. Let's step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Cactus your right arm. Now let's step the left leg through. So pushing into that left hand, left leg kicks through. Trying to go dynamically, we're going to jump back into loaded beast. Step your left foot to the top left corner. Kick your right leg through, keeping that left arm nice and close to the chest. And then let's push into the right hand, pop back, loaded beast. Jump forward, active squat. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back, your vinyasa. Deep breath in and out. And we'll do that one more time. Come high on the toes. Bend the knees, hips to heels. Ripple forward into upward facing dog. Take your time. The slower, the better. All the way back to loaded beast. Right foot steps to the top right corner of the mat. Kick your left leg through. You can go dynamically if you want. Pop back. Now I'll do it dynamically just so you can see. Left foot steps, right foot kicks in one movement. Jump back. Jump forward, active squat. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back, your vinyasa. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Come high on the toes, inhale. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump, active squat. Now let's bring both hands down to the mat. Crow pose, we hold for 5. Maybe the feet stay down on the floor, that's fine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to active squat. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Step back, high plank, your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Bring the knees down for a moment, child's pose. 3 breaths. And from here, we're going to pull ourselves forward. So look towards the top of the mat. Come into baby cobra. Exhale, lower the chest. Bring your hands off the mat to either side. So we're just going to stretch the shoulders a tiny bit. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the chest. Drop your right shoulder, look over the left shoulder. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back through center. Drop your left shoulder, look over the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Hands underneath the shoulders, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And out. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides and fold over your legs for 5.
Keep squeezing navel in, core always remains engaged. See if you can maybe come onto the fronts of your feet a little bit more to find a little more depth. And then as you breathe in, release, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to squat. So keeping our feet hip width distance apart. Let's bring the backs of the hands together. We're going to touch the backs of the hands, touch all 10 fingers. Your knees, squeeze your shoulders in. So that should feel like a nice stretch in your upper back. And we're also going to tuck the chin. Hold it there for 3, squeeze. Now, as you breathe in, we're going to open up the chest, come onto your toes, separate the knees wide. And then as you breathe out, we curl into a little ball. Reach through your fingertips, chin into chest. Inhale, we open. Nice and slowly. Exhale, we curl. One more inhale. Whoops, lost my balance. Exhale, we curl. Come back to a neutral squat. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk your hands forward, high plank. Your vinyasa of choice. Maybe the extra push-up, maybe you skip it, give your shoulders a break as you wish. Downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna start on our sequence. So right leg rises, inhale. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Now, we're gonna kick the right leg through to the left. So think of what we were doing in that floating tabletop. Right leg is going to go underneath the body. Lift your left hand, pivot on your left foot. Kick the right leg through, cactus your left arm. From here, we're gonna come into loaded beast, little crouch. Right foot steps to the outside of the right hand, cactus right arm. Step your left leg through. Pop back, loaded beast. Ripple forward, upward facing dog. Straighten your legs, round your spine. Ripple, upward facing dog. Exhale, reverse the movement. Back to loaded beast. From here, as we straighten the left leg, pull your right knee into the chest. Think of plank pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. And then step your right foot through. Reach your arms forward. Exhale, cactus the arms back. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Now let's lift the chest, crescent lunge. And then vertical twist to the right. Right hand can find the back of the left leg. Hold for 3. As you breathe out, cartwheel the hands down. Frame your right foot, step back, high plank. Your vinyasa. Deep breath in and out. Left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Left leg kicks through to the right. We're moving nice and slowly. Cactus your right arm, straighten that left leg. Come into loaded beast. Left foot steps to the outside of the left hand, cactus left arm. Step your right leg through. Pop back, loaded beast. Ripple forward, upward facing dog. All the way back to loaded beast. Left knee into the chest, bring your shoulders over your wrists. Step your left foot forward, reach your arms. Cactus the arms once. Inhale, reach. Lift the arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Maybe find the back bend, hold for 3. And then as you breathe out, cartwheel the hands down, frame your left foot. Step back, high plank, your vinyasa. Deep breath in and down. One more, inhale. exhale, release. Let's go a little bit faster, but still with just as much control and awareness. Right leg rises, inhale. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Right leg kicks through to the left. Loaded beast. Right foot steps to the top right corner. Step your left foot through. Pop back, loaded beast. Ripple forward. Upward facing dog. Come all the way back. Loaded beast. Right knee into the chest. Step it through. Power lunge. Cactus the arms. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Lift the chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Finding a little back bend. Now we're going to pivot into warrior two. Inhale here. Reverse warrior. Now think of both arms are going to be together. Let's move forward. And then bring your right shoulder to your right knee. Both arms reach back, so you're holding an imaginary ball. Inhale, circle that ball up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, imaginary ball, right shoulder to right knee. Two more, inhale. Last one. We stay in reverse warrior. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Let's sit the hips down. Right hand behind the right leg, wide-legged wild thing. As you breathe out, sit back down. With or without the help of the hands, come back to Skandasana. And then we pivot into power lunge, back of the mat. As you exhale, pull your right knee into the chest, hands to the heart space. Inhale back to power lunge for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to Skandasana on the left leg. Inhale and exhale, warrior two, top of the mat. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame your right foot. High plank, your vinyasa. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Left leg kicks through to the right. Loaded beast. Left foot steps to the top left corner, kick your right leg through. Pop back. Ripple forward, upward facing dog. All the way back to loaded beast. Left knee into the chest, move forward. Left foot steps through, power lunge. Cactus the arms. Inhale, reach forward. Lift the chest, crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist to the left. Inhale for the back bend. Exhale, windmill the arms, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Now imaginary ball between those hands. Exhale, let's reach the arms forward and then towards your right foot. Left shoulder's almost touching the left knee. Inhale, circle your arms up, reverse warrior. Both arms together, exhale, circle them down and towards your right foot. Inhale, up and around. Last two. Last one, reverse warrior. Exhale, Skandasana to the right. Let's sit down. Left hand behind your left leg, wide-legged wild thing. And then as you breathe out, sit back down, Skandasana. With or without the help of the hands, we lift the hips. Power lunge facing the back of the mat. Exhale, pull your left knee in without putting any weight on your foot. Hands to the heart. Inhale, reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend. Come back to Skandasana nice and slowly. Inhale and exhale, warrior 2, top of the mat. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel the hands down, frame your left foot. High plank, your vinyasa. And back to downward facing dog, deep breath in. And release. Stay here for 5 breaths. And we're going to maybe hop or step our feet to the middle of the mat, finding Malasana. So you can take a big step to the middle of the mat. Malasana. Hands at the heart space. I don't know about you, but I definitely felt the heat. Let's stay here, growing nice and tall through your spine, pulling shoulders back and down, trying to spread the knees further and further apart. And one of my favorite little handstand drills, but it doesn't have to be a handstand drill, is to do those kick-throughs from a much tighter position. So we're going to lift the hips much higher, and we're going to kick through. So if your hands are right in front of you, we'll first start by kicking that right leg through, so that really tight gap here. And then come back through center, fully straighten your left leg, and pull the right knee into your right shoulder. Now drop the right foot, kick your left leg through to the right, bend that right knee, okay? So we're really active through those legs. Straighten the right leg, pull the left knee in, drop, kick. So you can do that super slow motion, and you can imagine that here you could add a little bit of a hop. So let's do a few more slow motion just to get used to it. And then for the hop, let me just get ready. I have to be a little more dynamic, so pushing through that right leg, switching, kicking through. Pushing through the left leg, switch, kick through. And let's go for 5. 4. 3. 2. Whew, very tiring. And 1, let's come back through center. Malasana, but reach your arms forward, drop the head. And you can even wrap your arms around your legs, bringing the backs of your hands in contact with the mat. And just letting your head hang heavy. Slowly lift the chest. Let's come to a seat, keeping those legs bent. And we're just going to bring both knees to the right, look to the right, lift the knees through center, bring them over to the left, look to the left. Lift the knees to the right, left, right. Now pause here. Square your shoulders over your right knee, and just think of pigeon pose, except that left leg is also bent. So we're gonna come all the way down onto your elbows, maybe using your hands as a pillow, and let's just hold. So right knee is in one line with the right hip, right foot is pretty much against my left knee. And let's slowly come back through center. Move both knees over to the left. Square your shoulders. And then let's come down, maybe using the hands as a pillow. And let's come back through center. Bring both knees to the right once again. This time we're going to, so left knee is in contact with the sole of the right foot. Let's pull that left foot very close to the glute. Lengthen your spine, pivot as far as you can to the right, so maybe almost facing the back of your mat. Once you physically cannot go anymore, let's come onto the elbows. And then just breathe deeply into your lower belly for 5. And then slowly come onto your hands, come back through center, both knees over to the left. Pull that right heel really close to your right glute, pivot as much as you can, and then let's come down to the elbows. And slowly come back onto your hands, come back through center. Let's extend the legs out, take a deep breath and lengthen, and then fold over your legs. As you inhale, lift the chest, bend both knees, they stay hip-width distance apart. Right hand goes behind you, fingers point away from you. Let's push into the heels and the right hand, lift the hips as high as you can. When you reach your highest point, look down towards your right thumb and try to reach your left arm over your left ear towards your right thumb. So we're twisting and opening the chest. As you breathe out, come all the way down to the mat. Left hand goes behind you, right arm in front of you. Inhale, lift the hips as high as you can. When you reach your highest point, pivot and turn, look towards your left thumb. Come back through center, release the hips one more time on each side. Inhale, lift, and just do a movement that feels good for you, even if it's not exactly the same. Moving slowly and mindfully. Last time on the left side. And we release. Reach both arms forward, lower all the way down to the mat. Pull the knees into the chest. Let's keep the right knee in. Find a twist. Right knee goes over to the left. Come back through center. Both knees into the chest. Keep your left knee in, extend your right leg. And twist. Left knee goes over to the right. Come back through center. Bring the knees into the chest. Let's give ourselves a big hug, lifting forehead to knees. Hold and squeeze for 3, 2, 1, and let it all go. Savasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Allow yourself to completely relax, to let go of any remaining tension or control in your body, allowing yourself to become heavier, softer. And just letting the whole practice sink into your body, letting all the benefits sink into your mind, not leaving any crumbs on the table, so to speak. Savasana is still very much part of the practice. It is arguably the most challenging shape because all it requires is your undivided attention.
So just try to see it as an exercise. Every time you find your awareness is going somewhere else, you can gently pull it back to the present moment. And the easiest way to do that is to have an anchor. So whether that's focusing on your breath or focusing on the sensations in the body or on music, if you have some playing, whatever is easiest for you. Whatever is easiest for you to focus on and in the present moment. So I invite you to stay here and to practice your Savasana a little bit longer. Trust me, it is so worth it. And I would just like to thank you for practicing with me today, for sharing this space, for sharing your energy. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate every single one of you for all your support and kindness. So thank you. I see all of you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again in the next class. Namaste.